Hey, this is Joel with American Giants. I thought I'd bring you along on a bit of an exciting adventure today. It was back in 2019 that I visited the Dark Horse Bar and Grill in Boulder, Colorado. And today I'm loading up the trailer here. We're going to go down and get everything that Lee Woods got at the auction. That was this last Tuesday. And he's out of state, and it was kind of in my backyard. So let's go down and check out all this International Fiberglass stuff that was at the Dark Horse Bar and Grill.
Grab one of those tables up there.
All right.
Or there.
Okay.
All's free.
All right, thanks.
And Taylor will be ready.
Appreciate it. We got our seat, and this place is totally cool. Up above our heads, there's all kinds of stuff hanging. Mostly wagon wheels. That seems to be the predominant thing here.
There's
but
more than a few, yeah.
There's a lot of International Fiberglass stuff here. Collection at Dark Horse Bar and Grill was mostly wagons, wagon wheels. They had sleds, sleighs, all kinds of stuff up in the ceiling. And what always interests us, however, is the fiberglass. And this restaurant was part of long ago, a chain of restaurants, I think, that were known as GAF, or Great American Fair. And they had multiple locations all over the country. Different names for each of them, and they were always like a wacky name. There was one in Greeley that had a Muffler Man head in it, and there's still some in California. A lot of them have closed in the last 10 to 20 years, a lot of them, but they're notorious for having International Fiberglass figures in them, either modified or greatly modified. And the Dark Horse was no different. It actually had quite a bit of stuff in there. Had a Boo Boo Bear from International Fiberglass, as well as his hand and a leg of chicken. It also had a Papa Burger. It had a Muffler Man head, as well as a Pushcart Tony hat, as well as a Pushcart Tony arm. And these Pushcart Tony figures are extremely rare now. So some really neat stuff, and I've been down there in 2018, checked it all out, 2019 probably. My buddy Bo and I went down there and shot a bunch of video. And then I think I went back with Mike Curtis just a few years ago. And then we were all shocked when it comes up for sale, and they're auctioning everything off. Here's the thing. You think it's a full auction, and it's really not. The auction was on Tuesday, and I watched it closely. And a lot of stuff they kept, because if you look at my videos when I'm, videoing the walls and the roof and the ceiling and all these things, there's so much stuff that never showed up at the auction, including the Muffler Man head and the Pushcart Tony hand. They never even, and a lot of burgers and some mugs, A&W stuff, they never saw the auction. But what did make it to the auction, I was in there to bid. Lee Woods, who I work together with at the American Giants Museum. He's the owner of the museum, so we're kind of partners on that. So he was in there as well, and outbid me on everything. But that's good, that's fine, because I work with Lee. So a lot of this stuff can still end up at the American Giants Museum. We'll see what the future holds. But today, he's asked me to go down here and get it. I live in Colorado, I'm not far away. So this sounded like a fun trip to me anyhow, to go and see the auction lot for the Dark Horse. It's been open 2 days now for people to come pick up their stuff. So there's probably not much left. But let's go down here and check out this Papa Burger and Boo Boo and get it hauled out of Denver at least, and then we'll figure out how to get it to Lee and to the museum or wherever it's going. All right, just got here. Not sure where I'm going. Don't see anything that looks familiar so far. Man, they got a lot of stuff here. Never been to roller auctions before. Alright, building A I was told to go to. So far, I don't see anything. This guy in front of me also bought stuff at Dark Horse. So we'll see what he got. What I really want to do is figure out who got the hat. Lee bid up and up on that hat, and it got almost to $2,000, and he gave up. So I'm curious, like, who is the guy that wanted that hat so bad? I mean, the Papa Burger, which should have gone for a lot more than it did, went cheap, in my opinion. Steal of a deal. Oh, okay. This guy's getting this sleigh here. All kinds of Santa's equipment coming out of here. Look at this. All kinds of stuff going out of here.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. What's your bidder number?
I don't know, but I got a paper.
Okay.
It's those two things. All right. That looks like our stuff right there, and they're like taking the last of it out of here. I don't see the hat, so I'm not going to get to figure out who got the hat. Go out here and get all my paperwork for Lee and the money.
You want to swing like this? I'll turn it and let's lay it that way. So I'm guessing this is modified.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like I'm one of the last ones.
Yeah, we got a couple people, but not very many. If we go straight on the back of your trailer, are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it matters if he's head or foot.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean,
It's gonna be
preferably maybe burger first, but I'm not going far.
okay. Definitely gonna be easier, but we can also. This is not a good way. What we can do is, Danny, just go alongside of his.
We'll lift him
trailer,
over.
Back alongside of his trailer, and we'll just lift it off. It's not that heavy. I mean, for three of us.
Big ass burger.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah. It's gonna be super great.
Right there, Danny?
Did you?
You want to put it in the bed, you said?
I think so. If it'll fit in there with that
I think.
other thing.
We're gonna.
All loaded up here. That was fun. Got the boo-boo. This is actually this hand and chicken actually came from an auction item with a Mama Burger mug. So that's not the mug that goes with him. That's a Mama Burger mug. He's a Papa Burger. Who knows what happened to his mug. This chicken with Boo Boo's hand was sold in the lot with that. So Lee kind of had to get that because it goes with this guy who's missing the arm that held this. So that's going to be some fabrication he's going to need to do. But everything else on Boo Boo is there. So that's super cool stuff. And then, man, what I'm just totally excited about is over here on Papa. Look at this. This is really cool. If you're geeky into this stuff. On the foot, 133. That's probably his number. He could have been the 133rd Papa made. I don't know. But it's also written right here. So it's written twice. And I'll get him home and go over him with a fine-tooth comb, see if we can find anything else that's cool. But really nice Papa Burger. Kind of iconic to the Dark Horse, you know, with the paint. Nothing like what he would have been originally. But, you know, with his polka dot tie and his paint and little mustache drawn in. very 1970s and very iconic for Dark Horse history. So it's really, really, really cool. I'm just, yeah, I'm glad at least I got to pick them up. That makes me happy, even if I didn't win the auction. All loaded up down here in North Denver, ready to head out. Pretty cool load. This trailer has really seen it all. The snurd at the museum, it's gotten hauled on here, and all kinds of giants, and Muffler Man, the 14-footer. I think I've had Mama Burger. I've had it's seen a lot of giants. So today's just another day for it. And got Boo Boo in the back there and the Mama Burger mug. And the hat's already been picked up, so I'll never know who got that hat. But hats off to them.